Hi, we're going to talk about keeping control of the conversation. So, an important part of keeping control of the conversation is starting out in control. So, you use yes or no questions if you can. For example, we have, are you coming back to BYU Idaho? Are you aware that you're an academic warning? These are easily yes or no questions that they can answer. Use do, did, are, is, can, will, or have questions. These are also easily yes or no questions. And then follow up with other questions that are more detail oriented. And then clarify the purpose of the call at the beginning. Next, we're going to let them know that you are listening. So for example, I have this contact named Tina who lives in Peru, has a baby. And so if I'm talking to her on the phone about her academic warning, I'm going to say, and I know that her baby just got to the hospital. I'll say, so what I hear is you're saying you're a little bit sad. And tell me more about that feeling. Okay, what do you think we could do about that feeling? And it turns out Tina's baby just got a NICU and she's really tired and she's sad that her baby's just struggling a little bit and she's sad that she sees her baby so small. And really saying what do you think you can do about that problem helps because it puts her in a power position. And I can say, okay, well, why don't you contact your visiting president or your bishop and see if there's anyone you can help out. That kind of solves the problem quickly. And then, you move on to the next subject. So also, sometimes you'll be on the phone with someone and you just can't get the answers out of them that you need. And so you're kind of stuck in the conversation. And so, narrow it down. Use more detailed questions about why aren't they doing their homework or why they're not going to make a warning. Make personal connections. Like I said earlier, Tina lives in Peru. And so I'll say, oh, Tina, my brother served his mission in Peru. This really helps open people up because they feel they can trust you. And then also show optimism when you're asking the question. So if I'm talking to Tina about why she's failing her class, I don't want to be like, yeah, okay, this is my third caller today kind of thing. I want to say, hey, Tina, I'm so sorry about your baby, but, let's talk about how I can help you with your academic warning and why you think you're on this. So use optimism in that will really help. And then brainstormers. This is great for problem solving. Can we toss some ideas around? If they really feel like they're just never going to be able to pass this class or never get out of academic warning, don't be afraid to toss some ideas around. But don't say, well, I do this. Say, you could do this, you could do this, and really make her be more involved than you are. The baton technique. This is a great one. So I said, imagine you have a customer who is frustrated about not receiving your company brochure and is complaining about the poor service. It wouldn't happen in my day, happens all the time. You can take control by using these techniques. So one thing that you can say is, yes, I can see that would be frustrating. What do you think we could do to solve the problem? People love to be heard, so let her speak her voice and let them think of a problem together. But another way to do it is pass the problem to them. By passing the problem to them, we're allowing them to solve their own problems, but still feel like we're listening to them. So let's say Tina's baby is in the hospital and she's having to do. I'll pass the problem to them and say, I'm so sorry you're dealing with that, but what can we do? And make sure they know that you've heard them and that you want to help them, but also make it be put on them. And then offer support for a solution. And let's say if Tina's teacher is just not getting back to her emails, then you're going to pass the problem to them and say, I would contact student support. And you're like, okay, this is who you're going to contact, this is who you're going to call, give them a solution. And that is all I have today for coming up with ways to keep control of the conversation. Thank you.